Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Am I live? Hello, everyone. All right. I'm live. All right. Hold on. I'm just going to get situated here. Hi, everyone. How are you? How's it going? I've got a different setup here today than I normally do. I'm on my shoot, there it is. I'm on my Chromebook. There we are. Look at that. I can see comments. Let me see. All right. Hi, everyone. Let me see. Hi, Brian Leonard. Hi, Deborah Smith. Hi, Gypsy Anima. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Sally. Good to see you. Hey, Bubba. Good to see you. Hey, Joy. Hey, Uncle Mo. Hi, Blue from Pennsylvania. Hi, Edie. Owned by a cat named C. Hello from Illinois. Hi, Karen. And Eloise. And hey, Brian. Good to see you. And Donna and Harmony. Did I say Paige? Hi, Paige. Hi, Cheryl. Julie's on a Chromebook too. Yeah, I bought the Chromebook last year when I got back from New Zealand. I had planned on starting to write, and that lasted like all of a week. And I wanted something quick and easy and portable. So anyway, I'm just now starting to use it more because my Alienware, my main computer that I do all my editing on and everything, has been acting up. And I bought a new Mac. I'm switching to a Mac. Whole bunch going on. Hi, Rose. Hi, Carol. Hi, Brenda Hone. Hello, Jim. Good to see you. Hi, Hissy Kitty. Hi, Pat Hop. Hissy Kitty's in Texas. Pat Hop is in Wisconsin. Berlin. Vintage Namaschinen. I don't speak German. Guten Tag. That's about it. Let me see. Larry, good to see you. I wish I could make this bigger. Oh, I can't make this bigger. Oh my God. Wow. This is awesome. So how y'all doing? I'm going to make this. Hi, Joy, viewing from Quartzsite and Galveston, Texas, RV Escape Pod Adventures. And Deborah Smith getting dinner. She will be back. I'm a mother trucker. Your hair is looking awesome. I cut my hair yesterday. I got sick of it being so long, and I took a shower the other night and took the scissors to it. You can kind of tell I cut it myself. But hey, during the pandemic, everybody's cutting their hair themselves, right? So, hi for hello Houston, hello Santa Fe, LM. Hi Robin from Kansas. It's kind of cool. Sadie Mae. Sadie Mae. Oh, look it. You want to see Sadie? Can you see her? Wait. There she is. She's sleeping. Hi, Pat, a new member. Thank you so much for joining. For those of you who don't know, for $4.99, you can become a member of my channel and you get a little badge next to your name. And some of the benefits of becoming a member is that you get the same benefits as a $5 patron, which is almost the same benefits as a patron. Patrons still get a little bit more, but you get videos that the public doesn't see. You get the badge next to your name. So when I'm responding to comments, you get preference on responses. And you also just get the get to know that you're helping to support my channel to keep this sustainable job, a sustainable living, so that I can keep making videos for all of you on a full-time basis. So hi, Pat. That's really kind. Pat says hi and thank you for being you. I appreciate that. And Bubba's also a member. Brian's a member. Brian's been a member a long time. He's got an airplane. And someone had her hair done. Scott. Yeah, I cut it. And then I actually straightened it today. My generator is out. So I was like, you know what? I'll fire up the generator and straighten my hair. And I'll try to look presentable today. So let me see. Hey, Maximalist Minibus. Good to see you. I love saying your name. First of all, before we get started, I want to give a shout out to all of our moderators. I have recruited several more over the last few weeks to help moderate not just live streams, but the regular channel. And I can't tell you what a difference it has made in my just it's so helpful. Not only like I still have to read the comments when you delete them to ban them forever, but it just really helps to not feel alone in this. And so you guys have been kicking butt. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want to name you all. So I want to thank all of our moderators. Some are here today, some aren't. Maribeth, AJ, Mary Brown, Linda Vituli, Ralph, of course. He's really, really good about I think you are probably one of the most consistent being here for the live streams, Ralph. So thank you, thank you. Cheryl, who's fairly new, thank you, thank you. Bonnie, Sandy Parr, Edie is always here as well. So thank you, Edie, and Paige and Neri. Paige, you're pretty much always here too. Joni is another moderator. Emery, Richard Thomas, and Susie and Gypsy. So I that's all that's in my my list here. So thank you all so much, not only for everything that you do for the live streams, which I mean, you make all of us, you make this a better place for all of us, not just me, especially on the live streams. It really is helpful. And I see that you guys are already busy. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And so I can't tell you like how much of a difference it has made in my life having you guys moderate comments on my regular channel. And so I just huge thank you, thank you, thank you. And all right, so today I thought I would do just kind of casual. I'll talk about my day here in a minute, but it's going to be really laid back today. I don't have anything prepared. I'm just going to answer your questions. We'll chat, catch up. Because I've been sick, it's been a while since we've done a live chat. So we'll do that. I'll answer your questions today. Mowing and Gaming from Columbus, Ohio. You've been watching me a long time and you enjoy my content. Thank you, Mowing and Gaming, for the $10 super chat. So so super chats. Super chat, just the $sign at the bottom of your screen. If you want to and just support my channel, invest in my channel, however you want to look at it, that's a great way to do it. It also highlights your comment. So I'm going to be answering your questions today. They go by pretty fast. And as I'm talking, I can't read, so I miss them. But if you have a question and you want it highlighted so that it stands out, so that I will answer it, you can just do super chat. And I will definitely see it and I will definitely respond to it. So thank you for getting us started on the super chat. Let me see. Moving and Gaming, I appreciate it. So you guys all want to know how we're doing. So let me start with that. So this morning I got up and I was going to work on my video for tonight. And Gary knows this, Gary Nichols. Gary's awesome. You're just such an awesome person. My inverter broke a few days ago. It just died and it's old. I knew it was going to die. And so long story short, I'm going to do a video about it. I had a temporary solution, just a plug-in that I could plug into my cigarette lighter with a couple electrical outlets. I had been using that and it was working fine, but it was super noisy. This morning, it was a 750 watt. I thought my NutriBullet was 600 watt. So I wanted to make oat pancakes this morning. So I had to grind up the oatmeal for the flour. I got up, I plugged it into the inverter and the NutriBullet, it killed it. It died. It just died. I mean, it didn't even like not a blown fuse. It just died. So I got mad and threw it out the door. So I did have another, I do have another inverter. I bought a permanent solution. Long story on that again. Gary, you would appreciate it. I had sparks flying one day, so I had to come up with something else. So anyway, I had to get the new permanent inverter installed this morning, and it was a lot. I had to cut a hole in my step where my battery is, and it took a lot of time. And my energy is still, sorry, I'm looking at the microphone, not you, not the thing. My energy is still not great. That took pretty much everything out of me. And I wanted to touch bases with you guys. It's been a while since we've done a live stream, so I wanted to touch bases with you. So I decided to go ahead and do this live stream. Sadie's doing great. I mean, the only symptom Sadie has really ever had is that she gets out of breath a little easier maybe than she should. We went to the dog park the other day and some weird guy said, yeah, you need to exercise her more. Look how out of breath she is. And I'm like, have you seen how lean she is? She runs probably 5 miles a day. she does get out of breath and have to lay down in the shade. So she's on her antifungal. I'm on round 2 of my natural antifungal. My breathing is definitely better. Just sometimes I feel shortness of breath a little bit, but a lot better. But still energy is not quite. Some days, yesterday, I was like, I couldn't stop. Yesterday, I was like going and going and going. But some days, it depends. Some days I crash at 5. Some days I crash at noon. Today, I was a little tired, a little early. So we're getting there. We're starting to feel better. So thank you all for asking. And so let me see. You guys, Sparks does not sound good. Yeah. I'll do a whole video about it. Yeah, it was totally my fault. I was just trying to hook it up quickly. Just like connecting the wires like non-permanently to test it. Yeah. I considered trying CBD. I've done CBD for like sleep and stuff. It doesn't really do anything for me. I tried CBD for pains in my arm. CBD doesn't do anything for me. Corey Smith, why did you give up your old life? Because that's a long story. I have a video about it. I have several videos about it. I gave up my old life because I didn't want to live in the rat race anymore, because I was making almost 6 figures and I was living paycheck to paycheck. And I was like, this is ridiculous. And my cost of living was way too high. And all I wanted to do was hike and travel. And so I was like, why am I spending $1,500 for an apartment when I really just want to go hike and travel? I went to Greece for 3.5 weeks. I went to Europe for 3.5 weeks, and I was paying $1,500 to store a bunch of stuff I didn't need. I hiked John Muir Trail for the 26 days. PCT was 56 days. Yeah, John Muir was 26 days. And I'm like, this is what I really want to be doing. So why am I living like this? And so I started doing research, and I discovered Nomadic Fanatic, and I was like, oh my God, people actually live in RVs, young people, not retired people. And so that's when that's what I did. Decided to live in an RV so that I could be closer to nature, hike more, save, not have a lower cost of living. How does that look? Okay. So, Evelyn, you're an inspiration. Love your videos. Sadie is sleeping right next to me. Yes. Old Oak, when am I going to go on a long hike again? I would be happy to do 2-mile hike. I haven't been able to do anything more than maybe a mile or 2 in months because of my sickness. So, don't know. Mowing and gaming. What did you ask? Sorry, I didn't mean to ask. What did you ask? Gail wants to know if Sadie has a first aid kit. I don't know what the difference between a Sadie first aid kit and a regular first aid kit. I have first aid stuff on hand like anyone would have in their house. So I guess, yes, she has a first aid kit. Have I taken the COVID vaccine yet? No, I am one of the weirdos who's not going to. Yeah, it's just a personal preference for me. I'm not anti-vax by any means, but I've never had a flu shot. Never will get a flu shot. Well, unless I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I've never had a flu shot, and I've never had the flu, and I kind of feel that way about COVID, even though I probably already had COVID, in case you don't know. according to my doctors, I'm a long hauler. I had COVID, even though I've tested negative twice. I have all the symptoms. So I don't have any plans at this point. I think that the vaccine got rolled out too fast. I think that the vaccine is for a very early strain, just like the flu. You know, by the time they get a flu vaccine out, it has mutated so many times that there are many different types of flus that you can get that you're not getting vaccinated for. So, you know, I'm not a big fan of Western medicine and big pharma anyway. I mean, I'm seeing a naturopath doctor now who is helping me. So, yeah, I have no plans at this point to get a COVID vaccine. And Gypsy Candy wants to know if I have any big travel plans coming up that I can share. No, because I don't know how I'm going to feel. I had originally planned to go north and northeast this summer, but I really don't know. I don't know. It all depends on my health and how I feel. So, oh, somebody wants to know where I am right now. Yeah, I don't talk. I'm in the Southwest. How's that? I'm either in Arizona, Southern California, or Nevada. Maybe Utah. How's that? All right. So Danielle asked a question earlier before we came on. Danielle, are you still here? She wanted to know, am I happy? That's kind of an interesting question. Is anyone really happy? What does it really mean to be happy? I suppose I'm happy. I'm struggling with my health, and that's really taken a toll. Yeah, I guess. I guess I'm happy. It's hard to tell when you're tired all the time and you can't do the things you love. Being happy to me would be having full energy, being my old self, being able to go for an afternoon 5, 6, 7 mile hike if I want, being able to plan a backpacking trip, and I'm not able to do any of those things right now. And so that has been waves of happiness. Yes, iPhone Betsy Reed. iPhone Betsy Reed. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, and I'm dealing with valley fever and Sadie's valley fever. So yeah, exactly. So things have not been, things have not been optimal for me, in the last year. So am I happier than you were before you started RVing full time? I mean, I was always happy. I mean, no, I wouldn't say happier, just different. I mean, it's still life. I can't stress that enough, that it's still life. I still have to get up in the morning, drink my coffee, brush my teeth, work. Sure, my views change. I can come and go as I want. And and I've been on the road almost 5 years. April will be 5 years. It's a lot of work, and I'm tired, and it's hard. It didn't bother me the first few years, but the last year, not feeling well, it's not the same. So, happiness is a journey, not a destination. Exactly. Did I say that? I said that somewhere. Where did I see that? I'm sure I stole it from somewhere. It's not mine, but life on life's terms. Exactly. I mean, yeah, I've said before, if you're giddy 24/7, I think there's something wrong. We all have our ups and downs, and life is a roller coaster, and some days are better than others. And um, let me put it this way. I can't think of any place else I would rather be right now, or anything else I would rather be doing. Um, so I guess in that way, I am happier. When I was living in sticks and bricks and I had my business and I was having to dress up apart and look apart and spend a lot of money to look apart, I always dreamed of something else. I always dreamed of, I want to go away. I want to travel. I want to go here. I want to go there. I want to hike more. I don't really do that anymore. I'm always pretty content where I'm at. Unless somebody parks too close to me. And then it's like, okay, I gotta go. So I guess in that respect, if you want to consider that happiness. I don't know if that's happiness or just feeling more, what's the word I'm looking, there's another word, feeling more Brian says, Carolyn, I have a rare neurological condition and I've dealt with it well, but for last year I'm exhausted and I have little energy, sleeping way more, and I swear I don't know why. Huh. Yeah, I just think I think it's also just tough times for people. I think the pandemic is really getting to a lot of people. I think the political climate has really gotten to a lot of people. We're just living in really, really weird times. Even with the new president, there's still so much uncertainty. And that brings me to Gary's question. Gary had a couple questions about politics. One of the things that I had to do to take care of myself over the last month or so that I've been sick, diagnosed with valley fever and really struggling. I've been sick on and off, I guess, for the last year anyway. But I really, with my naturopath doctor, started recognizing all the toxic energy I was ingesting through my eyes, through just so much toxic energy I was allowing into my life via the news, via my job, via comments and politics and Twitter. And one of the things I did for several weeks is really did kind of like a cleanse. And that's why all of you have been really helping me with the comments. That has really, really helped me. And I'm moderating. That's not the word. I'm rationing my news right now. I am not consuming hours and hours of news every day. I'm consuming maybe a half hour every day, and that's enough. And I think that has really helped me, going outside, spending a couple hours outside in the morning with Sadie, doing breathing exercises, trying to stretch because I can't really do physical exercise. So I'm trying to stretch. So Evelyn says, yeah, the past year has been exhausting physically and mentally, and being sick makes it more so. Exactly. So I think that for me, part of getting well is trying to detach a little bit from my online world. A lot of you have asked me over the years, would you be able to do this if you weren't a YouTuber? And I got to tell you, I don't know what it would have been like if I had lived this life without YouTube, because you guys are such a part of my life. The friendlies and the unfriendlies are such a part of my life. I heard unfriendlies on a TV show last night. I was like, yes, they're unfriendlies. Disfriendlies, actually, right? Disfriendlies, I think is more like it. So yeah, Elaine says she had to stop watching the news. And Riverman, glad to hear you're feeling better. And less is more with everything. I agree. Karen, the word is content. You're content. Yes, 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 content. I think that's a better description, you're right, than happy. And Robert Webb, hi from Canada. How you doing? Well, AJ is here. Wow. Where is she? Hi, AJ. Haven't seen you in a while. Gary, I've thought about restricting my own news intake for the same reasons. Glad to hear it's helping. I'll try it. I'm listening to a really good book called Hate Inc. Hate Inc. I don't do a lot of Audible. I don't do a lot of I prefer to read usually, but this is a good book to listen to. The guy is funny. And it's about, so Sue says Rachel Maddow only. So you might want to, Hate Inc. is a really good book. It talks about how both sides sensationalized, how both sides, including MSNBC, it's not, of course, MSNBC at least is truthful. Fox News isn't, but they still sell us outrage. They still sell us what we want to hear to keep us coming back. And AJ, I had a feeling you fell in love. You fell in love? Is that what you're saying? Yay, I had a feeling. Congratulations. That's awesome. Look into it. Well, you can also buy the book if you don't have Audible, but it's called Hate Inc. I can't remember the author, but he's a media guy, a journalist, and he talks about how journalism has really failed Americans in so many ways, and it's really eye-opening. I'm probably about halfway through. Yes, AJ, I had a feeling that's what was going on. Congratulations. I'm glad. You sound happy with all the exclamation points. Good for you. Matt Taby. Is that who it is? Leguminator? I like that, the Leguminator. Matt Tabby. That sounds familiar. Exactly. T says, back in the day, we waited for the 6 o'clock news. We watched the 6 o'clock news and that was it. But now they're all slaves to a 24-hour news cycle and ratings. And hang on. How do I delete? Anyway. Yeah, good job, Ralph. I was trying to figure out how to do it. You got it, Ralph. You guys are on it. So, yeah, started hi Isabel, good to see you. I think you're talking to me. Maybe you're talking to AJ. Everybody's excited to see AJ. Hi Adonia from the UK. And oh, all right. Hey Ink by Matt Tabby. We'll look for it. He writes a lot for Rolling Stone, and you'll like it. He swears a lot, which of course I always love that. He swears a lot. He's got a great sense of humor, so there's some humor in it, and he's self-deprecating as well. So it's good. I think you'll find it interesting, Gary. And do certain areas give me wild dreams? I don't know if it's areas, but I've been having some pretty crazy dreams lately, and I don't usually remember my dreams. But I don't know if it's an area. Phoenix, my name is Carolyn, and she asks, please describe what it's like driving your rig, especially when you're tired, because I'm curious because I'm trying to work out the pros and cons of the different RVs. So I try not to drive when I'm tired. I only drive a few hours a day, pretty much. I don't like driving a lot. Hi, Isabel. Thank you. I don't like driving a lot. I literally only drive, I don't know, a couple hours, a couple 100 miles a day. So, what's it like driving it? I don't know. It takes some getting used to. Your first, I don't know, week or two, a few. I think the vertical clearance was the hardest thing for me to get, used to. But now it's just, it is more tiring to drive an RV than a car for a lot of reasons. It's just not as comfortable. It bounces. It's noisy. No matter how much I secure things down inside, and I'm driving my house. It's stressful driving your house. I gotta admit. So, Sadie has never met a cat. Sadie has never met a cat. And, all right. Yeah, my therapist has suggested keeping a dream diary. Hi, Natalie. Edie says she hates it when the doors fly open. I know, right? It's like the bathroom door is like flipping around the closet. And I'm like, seriously? I thought I shut it. Ask my ex-husband. I was always horrible at closing cabinet doors. He used to drive him nuts. He'd come into the kitchen and every cabinet door would be open and he'd go behind me and close them. So the other day, though, my door's been acting weird. I was running errands and I got in the rig. We pulled away out of the parking lot and my outside door went flying open. I didn't close it all the way. So, yes, exactly, Cheryl, like living with a shell on your back. No, it is. You're driving your home around and it's stressful. Even if it's not, conscious, it's just, oh, hi, Nancy McIntyre, before it's too late. I'll never remember that's who. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, Rat wants to know how my new bed is. It's great. I love it. It's awesome. It's comfortable. Yeah. I'm wondering if that has helped me feel better a little bit because the other one was so old. But yeah. So came to you late. What happened to your first van? I never had a van. Is it harder to get the vaccine being a nomad? I don't know because I'm not getting it. So Brenda, I have a question. Do you RV people, how do you keep your stuff in your fridge radar cold when you're driving? So you're supposed to turn off your refrigerator when you're driving because it's an open flame. I usually forget. Yeah, I've been doing it more. So my stuff stays cold. Otherwise, even if I do remember, like I said, I'm not on the road more than 5 or 6 hours a day. You know, I only drive a couple 100 miles, but I make a lot of stops, especially with Sadie. So 5 or 6 hours, even the freezer, everything is fine. So you're not, I mean, it's fine. You keep the doors closed, you turn it off, stuff doesn't melt. Of course, I'm a vegan. I don't have to worry about meat or anything like that, but going bad. But I've never had a problem, even if I turn it off for 5 or 6 hours a day. Bubba, thank you for the $10 super chat. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, Bubba. You're always so generous. And Gypsy says, yeah, it does feel like I'm driving my house. It is. That's exactly what we're doing. And that's a lot, you know? So are there things that general public should know when driving around RVs? Barbara, that's a great question. You know, I don't know, kind of like a big rig, just be aware of your surroundings. Don't cut us off. I've gotten really good at monitoring my mirrors, but there is a big blind spot. You shouldn't pass on the right because sometimes that blind spot can get you. And don't try to run us off the road. I've actually, people just want to cut me off. People are like so afraid of getting behind me that they do crazy stuff and try to cut me off. And, you know, I'm bigger than them. And that's the other thing. I'm driving my house though. You know, knock on wood. If anything happened, that would suck. But, yeah, just be aware of your surroundings. Don't cut me off. And, remember that I have a blind spot bigger than a car. All right. Talking Media says I look relaxed and beautiful. That's very kind. Thank you. And the general public should know RVs drive slow because gas is expensive. Yeah, exactly. Do I miss anything from my past since becoming a nomad? No. Can't think of anything. You know, it's starting to get harder. Like, I am missing some parts of civilization a little bit more than I used to, especially because I've had to do doctor's appointments and stuff like that. I'm starting to wish I had a car to go do things more. Like I said, I got to drive my house if I even want to go get a meal or if I want to go into town. And so I kind of miss having a car. A bathtub, I do think it would be nice to have a bathtub. So I got both doses, so now I'm officially licensed to start biting people. That's funny. Give us room to stop. Good point. Don't forget to, Gail says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. What is my favorite fun food? Pizza. Pizza. I love pizza. I've really been craving real pizza. I buy the Dia gluten-free vegan pizzas, the fake meat ones, fake pepperoni, and the combos, and they're okay. But I'm really craving real pizza lately. Real flour, real cheese. Oh my gosh. So yeah. How often do I get new tires? Brian wants to know. I don't know. As often as I need them, whatever the normal rating is for tires. I don't know. Is it every 20, 30,000 miles? I'm not really sure. Just made vegan pizza. Yum. Oh, just know a football stadium of subscribers send you positive energy. Wow. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And cookies. I love cookies. I've been eating a lot. You can tell I'm putting on weight, you know, but I'm not exercising. I have no energy and I eat a lot because I like food, especially junk food. I like cookies and chocolate and ice cream and chips and salsa and guacamole. How often do I do laundry? I'm doing it more now because I'm washing all of my. So the thing, I love my remodel, but all of the cloth in here, all of the material that I have, it everything gets dirty so fast. So I'm doing laundry every couple weeks now. I literally probably used to do laundry like every month or something, and wash out things that I need in between, like underwear. But yeah, pretty much like once a month I would do laundry and wash out socks and underwear and stuff as I need them. But I'm doing them more now because I'm washing my bedding more and stuff like that since we had valley fever. Adonia, do you think you will buy land base to recharge and relax? Yes, I'm looking. You know what? Why not? I'll tell you. I'm looking. I'm looking for land. Don't know where. I'm looking all over the country. Actually, I'm looking all over the country right now. Ideally, 40 acres minimum with water. If I could find 40 acres with even a seasonal stream, oh, I would be in heaven. Ever consider a fifth wheel? No. And a tiny house. I want to build one though. I want to build my own like log cabin on a piece of wooded property with a stream. That's what I want. So if you guys find anything, buy in Vermont. So I'm thinking about everyone wants 40 acres. I actually want 100. So I know exactly. I am looking in. So that's part of the reason I really want to go northeast this year. I was thinking about Vermont or Maine because I'm also thinking about, I will keep the state private. Does your land need to have mountains nearby? Not necessarily. I'm also looking in the desert. I'm thinking about Colorado. I've looked at in Arizona, but I don't think I want to stay in Arizona. I've looked in online. I'm looking in New Mexico. New Mexico might work. I wouldn't mind a little bit of snow in the winter. I wouldn't mind, ideally, a little bit of snow in the winter with lows about mid 20s. That would be ideal for me. Yeah, I looked at Maine, but so much snow. But there's also, I'm considering global warming. Things are going to, what did I look at? Within the next 10 years, things are going to increase about 5 degrees, which isn't a lot. So come to New Mexico. I think, yeah, I think so. So anyway, you guys keep your eyes out. If you see anything, let me know. No water on the West Coast and fires. The fire seasons are just going to get worse. And David's brother just bought in Tennessee. Yeah, I want as many acres as I can get. Oh, property is hot in Maine, really. Vermont. Everything I saw in Vermont was expensive. Vermont's tiny. I did see some really cheap property. I couldn't believe it. I saw some really cheap property in the county in New York that I spent my high school years in. And I'm like, yeah, no, I can't. I just can't. I don't think I can go back there. Do I ever get into photography on my journeys? I think that's what I do for a living. Photography. I mean, it depends on what you mean by photography. Yeah, the Adirondacks. I was actually laying in bed this morning thinking about the Adirondacks. Yeah, Minnesota though might be too cold and too much snow. What county in New York? Broome. No, Shenango. Shenango. Yeah, I am from Binghamton, New York area, in case you don't know. Yes. So here's the thing. I was thinking about Michigan, but Michigan's kind of like scary right now. And I think about the future of our country and what it's going to be. Michigan's, oh my gosh, 95 acres, 94K. It's out of my price range. But wow. That sounds really nice. Don't come to Texas too hot. And Abbott is an idiot. Yeah, so I'm thinking Michigan is like the new Texas on steroids as far as like the what are they called? The rugged individualists and the people taking over Capitol buildings and wanting to kidnap and assassinate public officials. I'm not sure I want to live in a state. I know, I'm sorry. I know there's a ton of Michigan that's good. Yeah, the Ozarks. Isn't it humid there? Ann Arbor is friendly. Is Carolyn friendly? But that's the thing. I don't want to be near big cities. I want to be extremely rural. But no matter where I go, Gary, I lived in Michigan 22 years. Think long and hard about living there. Yeah. Okay. See, Minnesota, maybe Minnesota. Yes, the Ozarks are humid, but maybe, to me at this point, it's like, if I find the perfect piece of land in my price range with everything I want, I almost don't care where it is, I mean, there's, yeah. You know what I mean? West Virginia, Peru. Oh my God. So that's the other thing, Karen. That's why. Okay, let me get to Peru first. There's a part of me that's like, hold off on buying property here because I might want to buy property in Central or South America instead. But yeah, but then you got unstable governments there, so I'm not sure. Yes, Vermont. Joanne is exactly the politics is exactly why I thought Vermont might be a good place. Clean and rural. I spent time in Bennington when I was a kid. And I like New Mexico too. So yeah, there's New Hope, PA. Four Seasons, okay. Yes, Four Seasons are okay. So there is a Peru in Vermont. Oh. Hello from Washington. Hi, Carla. Yeah, the meth problem in West Virginia. Yeah, I'd prefer to not. Oh, wow, Brian, really? You're buying in Central America? Really? Where? And I might be interested in learning how that went, how much you bought. Is it rural? Are there rules? Are there other people around? Is it easy for an American to buy and stay there all the time? Gary says he also likes the idea of Central and South America. Yeah. Peru and Maine, Honduras. Oh, and Honduras. Oh, wow. And Mexico? You bought property in Honduras and Mexico? Joanne lives 40 minutes from Bennington on the top of a mountain. Wow. Yeah. Costa Rica doesn't have the same issues. You could have a seasonal hostel for hikers in Vermont. Wow. Brian, that's cool. Belize, Costa Rica. Yeah. So I'm going to hold off. I'm not in any hurry. I agree. Karen, I'm with you. Karen says, I believe in fate. When the time is right, it will show itself. I totally 1000% agree. That's how my life has always gone. You put it out to the universe and the fates can start fulfilling your wish. Yep. I believe that as well. All right. So, any other questions? Oh, wow. Nomadic movement. They have bought and building a homestead in Boguet, Panama. I'll look at that, Gary. I have heard of them. Nomadic movement. Yes. Ted says you'll know. Yes. Hi, Sherry from sunny Oregon. How you doing? A friend of mine just moved to Belize. Yeah, a lot of people. Vermont goes by income, so don't be scared by the taxes. We also have programs to insulate new wood stoves. Okay. Anything south of the border is risky, but then again, anywhere is risky. Yeah, yeah, come back to New York State, the Finger Lakes. Yeah. Joe just bought some property near Buffalo. Don't laugh. Not laughing at all. I just remember being a kid in Binghamton listening to Snow Days, and we had 6 inches of snow. It's or the forecast, Binghamton's gonna get 6 inches of snow, Buffalo's gonna get 6 feet of snow. So I hope you like snow. Yes, Chris says, any chance of a meetup in New England sometime? Yes, if I get there this year, I will do a meetup. How much, Brad wants to know, how much does my internet cost me per month on the road? I use my cell phones for mobile hotspots. I have a Verizon unlimited plan. I think it's like $150, $140. No, I'm still paying for my, am I still paying for my phone? Yeah, I'm still paying for my phone. So for my Verizon phone bill is $140 every month for 30 gigs of mobile hotspot. So you got to make sure, you get unlimited on your phone, but when you're tethering your other devices to it using the mobile hotspot, it's not truly unlimited. So for Verizon, I have 30 gigs. And then I just got a business plan for my business, Carolyn's RV Life, for AT&T for like $95 a month for 100 gigs of mobile hotspot. So I have a total of 130 gigs of mobile hotspot every month for about $240. It's a lot. But like I said, for my Verizon, I'm still I'm paying for the phone, and I can't remember how much that is every month. So hopefully someday it'll get cheaper. Hi, Kristen. Nice to see you. Eastern Europe. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hudson Valley, a couple feet of snow. Washington and Oregon, they're burning, and it's just going to get worse. So I'm not looking at the Pacific Northwest. I'm not looking at the West at all. As global warming continues, it's the smoke and the fires. It's just going to get worse. So, hi everybody. All right. We have about 10 more minutes. Any other questions? Hi Heather from Western North Carolina. And Brad says thanks, was very interested. You're welcome. Jay, you just put it out to the YouTube universe. You're going to have a lot of people scouting around for you. Yeah, that's my I was thinking about doing that for a while, but I kind of wanted to wait, I mean, it's just like, I don't know, every time I talk about stuff, other people talk about it. You know what I mean? It's just nothing is just between me and my friendlies. And there's going to be a lot of speculation, and it's just, whatever. Will you still be visiting Michigan if my health holds up? Yes, I want to. How's Sadie doing as she is maturing? Amazing. She's amazing. We have a lot of work to do on the socializing aspect. She listens to me really well, even her recall when she's not distracted. But, we go to the dog park and she pulls on her leash and she gets all excited and she doesn't listen. We were visiting with a neighbor the other day and she ran over the guy. He had a dog and he and I were talking. Sadie ran over and was jumping all over him and not listening. She wouldn't come for anything. So I kind of got a little complacent with her training as she got older because she was so good. But we need to I need to make an effort to get her out and train her. This morning she was out, so I'm using her whistle tracker a lot more now. She's got that GPS tracker, and it's been like this morning I was sitting out. I didn't have a lot of energy this morning. Usually I go out and I play with her and kick the ball around. I had no energy this morning, and so we played a little bit with her flirt pole. And then I was sitting down, drinking my coffee, and she went running around, and I just watched her tracker. The furthest she got was 800 feet away, and then she turned around and came back. So she's really, really, really good. Really good. Yes, I want to visit the Upper Peninsula very, very, very much. Very much. That's high on my list. Uh, How Sadie, somebody else asked me a question. Have I ever used dry shampoo? Yes, and it's awful. It just doesn't work. There was one that I used. So I try not to use any chemicals. I try not to use anything that's not natural anymore, especially anything that has chemicals in it. There was one that I had from my old life that I used probably for, I had it on around for a couple of years, and that actually worked okay. And then I found a natural one, or I started using baking soda or something instead, and it's just not very good. No billboards in Vermont? Bean and potato enchilada. Oh my God, that sounds really good. Lori, are you working more, less, or the same when you are not on the road? Are you working more I don't know what that means. So when I was sick, I wasn't working hardly at all. I took time off and I'm actually slowly starting to build back up. I'm rebalancing my life. So since I started YouTube, most of you know, I was building a business. How many of you have built a business? Has anybody here ever been in business for themselves, been self-employed? The first couple, I work my ass off. I work nonstop. If I'm not editing videos, I'm creating social media content, I'm on Instagram. Twitter isn't really work anymore. It's kind of where I go. Those of you who follow me on Twitter, that's where I go to blow off steam. So that's not even work. But Facebook posts and social media posts, I'm thinking about shooting, I'm setting up to shoot, I'm doing accounting or taxes, or, how many of you have ever started a business? So yeah, it's 24 hours a day. Exactly. So for the last 4 years that I have been doing YouTube, I have been working nonstop. So I'm now in a place of rebalance. And I think maybe this illness has been a good wake up call for me. And so now I feel like I'm not working much at all, but I'm probably working what a normal person works at this point. And I'm feeling so much better now that I'm actually filming again. Patrons have seen a couple videos lately. I've been filming some just little excerpts, kind of getting back into the practice of filming again. So I know I'm feeling better when I actually have the energy and I feel like shooting again. So yeah, this is why. So exactly. So many of you have owned businesses before. And so for 2 weeks maybe, I literally did nothing but lay in bed and watch TV. When I first got diagnosed with valley fever, I was in the hotel for a while, for 5 or 6 days. And so now I'm starting to get back into working, but I'm still trying to be mindful about taking time off and not spending 10 hours a day in front of the computer working, and in between tasks blowing off steam on Twitter. Even Twitter is a little too much for me. So yeah. I said this when I first talked about making YouTube my job. The first video I did, and I said, you know what? I'm going to give up my consulting practice and I'm going to do YouTube full time because it took off like crazy and I was enjoying the creative aspect of it. I don't do shit half-assed. I don't do anything half-assed. If I do something, I'm all in. When I decided to live in an RV, it was like 3 months of deciding to live in an RV, and then I was living in an RV. So like I said, I don't do anything half-ass, and that's why I'm successful. That's why I have been successful at this channel. That's why I was successful at my other business. And so sometimes though, I have to remind myself it's time to pull back, and you got to take care of yourself. So thank you, Brian. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Deborah. Veg out for vegans. Got to be done. Yes. How about getting an electric bike? I don't know what I would do with Sadie. Thank you, Edie. She says she likes my attitude. So I'm thinking about a bike, but now I'm like, what do I do with Sadie? I suppose I could get a sidecar. Arlene, oh my God, you nailed it. No matter how much I produce, people will want more. It's a testament to how well you're liked, but can't be the barometer of what's enough. Exactly. Exactly. And no, you're exactly right. Most of you understand, and most of you are very gracious and kind and understanding, but there's still always people, like you said, people who always want more. And it's hard. As someone who is what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. It's hard. Have I ever considered work camping? No. No, I mean, I have a job. So any other job that I have would take away from videos. And I can't think of anything else I want to do right now than make videos. So there's no way I could work another job 8 hours, even 6 hours a day. So I did a video recently talking about my process for making videos. Um, like Nomad Fanatic I talked about, he travels all day and then sits down and makes a video. He travels, he shoots video, and then he sits down at the end of the day and makes video. I cannot sit down at 5 o'clock and make a video. If I don't start by 10 o'clock in the morning, I need to start by 10, and then I can work through 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. But if I don't start first thing in the morning, like this morning, it was noon by the time I got my inverter done and I couldn't start. I was tired, I was burnt out, and I couldn't start. So, yeah. What I forgot what I was answering. Sadie can ride in a basket. People, all right, 2015, I think. Your videos are wonderful. Thank you. I enjoy making my videos. Am I looking for off-grid property? Yes. Off-grid. I don't need electricity. A well would be nice, but I don't need electricity. James, you've texted me a few times and I never answered. How did you get my phone number? That would be weird if you have my phone number. Sharon, I love your videos. How do you capture the beauty that's out there? A special gift. Well, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. A little luck. I don't know. A little practice, research. I mean, I do look at, I do try to learn about videography and how to shoot, and I learn by watching. So I watch other videographers. I'm really good at learning by watching. So if I watch other videographers, I watched Casey Neistat for a while, and well, who's the other guy? The other guy, can't remember his name. He does a lot of nature videography, but I even TV. I watch TV now and I say, how did they get that shot? Or that's an interesting angle. And so a lot of it is, I'm all self-taught. My friend Bob gave me a half-hour lesson on video editing when I first started, and everything else is self-taught. All the tricks and all the angles and all the videography. Like I said, I was actually just last night I was watching Designated Survivor on Netflix, and they had a shot of a building. I rewound it like 10 times. I was like, how did they do that? How did they do that? Did they just zoom in? Did they do this? Did they pan? And I literally like rewound it 10 times to see how they shot it, because I want to learn how to do that. And I'm always looking at videos about my Cyber Director, which is or Power Director, which is my editing software, about how to edit videos better. So in addition to just the work, I'm constantly learning to try to keep videos visually interesting for you guys as well. So Melissa, thank you for the $5 super chat. Yeah, I could use some coffee. Thank you, Melissa. And I saw in the comments that you haven't been feeling well. I'm really, really sorry that you're still struggling with health issues too. I know that you've been through a lot, so I hope you feel better soon. A Camp, thank you for the $4.99 super chat for Sadie snacks. Sadie always needs snacks. Bully sticks. She loves bully sticks. Lori, yes, definitely feeling better. Thank you, my pink elephant life. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Brian Bob Wells speaks of you often. Still? Does he? he and I don't really talk much anymore. We're buds. When he's kind of like, when we see each other, it's like we're friends and we pick up where we left off, but his life kind of took a different direction. When I first hit the road, I wanted to simplify my life and live in solitude, and he and I hit it off right away, because if you watch us both, we have a lot of the same philosophies about life and everything. So we really hit it off right away, and we traveled together for a while. And then when his life started taking a different direction, a much more, in my opinion, complicated, and he wanted to start Howa, and he wanted to, now he's all famous and everything. It just, we don't see each other as often as we used to, and I still want to live a quiet life in solitude, and he's constantly surrounded by an entourage, so we don't really get to see each other as much. But he actually writes to me every once in a while, and says hi. And the other day he wrote to ask me to suggest the Mac. The reason I have a Mac is because he suggested it. Hi, Mary. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Camper Vanatic. I like that. For the first time at your live stream, you're so inspiring. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Camper Vanatic. And GH Ninja, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you rent-a-re at this point? I don't know what that means. Bob is on a mission. Yes, he is. I watch Bob all the time. He never mentions her. That's funny. Which is it? Does he mention me or not? I don't know why he would. Linda wants to know how I like my Mac. Well, it's pretty. I haven't set it up yet. I started setting it up the other day, but it's got the USB ports. It's going to take a while for me to get everything set up on that. So I don't know yet. I did finish the setup process the other day, so now I just need to transfer everything. I'm not old enough to retire. Oh, I wish. I wish. Have I been approached to do media for Nomadland? Nope, I'm just an extra. All the media is for the swanky and the stars of the show. How do I stop showing my full name? You need to change your Google. You need to go into your Google account and edit your Google. I love watching your videos. I see parts of the country I probably would never see and visit. Thank you. I'm glad for that. I'm glad I'm able to do that. I am going to try to get caught up here pretty soon. I was looking at what I have left this morning. I have a little bit of Montana left and a little bit of Idaho. And then I'm going to we'll get our videos more into real time. I'm going to start shooting, I think, a little bit differently. I'm going to try to get back to basics, what I used to do. Yeah, we'll see. So, Peppermint Patty, hi, quirky girl. When am I going to do a meet and greet? I don't know. Maybe when the pandemic is over. Mac is a learning curve. Yeah. Hi, Joe on the go. First time on chat. You're inspiring. Recently retired and heading out at the end of the month. Good for you. Congratulations. Hi, Smooth Skater. Smooth Skater. It's good to see ya. Oh, coffee. What's my favorite coffee? My favorite coffee is Carolyn's RV Life Be Brave Roast. And there's a link on my website. Go to my website, CarolynsRVLIFE.com, and shop, and you will see a link to my Carolyn's RV Life Be Brave Roast. Will I ever write a book? Oh, yes. I want to write a book. I don't know. Rain is enjoying As I See It. Be Brave Roast. Yes. Professional photographer for 40 years. iPhone, Betsy Reed. All right. Evelyn wants to know what was my first aha moment when I got on the road, my first amazing sight. My first aha moment was my first night. I remember driving out of the backyard where I had been staying in the RV for a couple weeks before I opened the gate literally and went and got free. And the first night I stealth camped at a new what are they called? Housing development. They were building the houses there. Nobody was living in them yet. I found like a side street and I parked there. And that first night I was like, holy shit, I'm free. I can go anywhere I want. I can do anything I want. And it was pretty awe. I mean, a moment of awe. It was pretty, weird realization to that first night out, and you're like, holy shit, I don't have a place to live anymore. This is it, And so there was that. And my first amazing sight, I don't know. There's been so many, and I hiked the John Muir Trail a couple of years before I hit the road, or the year before I hit the road. And there's nothing that compares to the John Muir Trail and the Sierra Nevada, deep in the Sierra Nevada mountains. And, I've seen a lot of really amazing, beautiful things. Trying to think, the desert, it was really cool to come down and live in the desert for the first time. And, Grand Canyon, Marble Canyon, but I'd seen all that before. Remember, I'd taken a couple road trips before I moved into an RV. So there's not a whole lot that I hadn't seen before. So yeah, thank you. Carolyn Livingston, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, April is in Ehrenberg. Hello. Sadie is sleeping next to me. Hi, Lisa. Pizza. Pacific Northwest. You guys are making me want pizza. Did I do a lot of conditioning before the JMT? Yes, I did. Oh, thank you so much, Edie. You are a rock star. Edie just posted the link to my coffee. If you guys want to purchase coffee, I earn a little bit of a commission. It always helps. Every little bit helps me to keep this job sustainable. So, Edie, it's kingdavidcoffee.com/Carolyn's, and you can order my coffee. She just posted again. You're awesome. Did I do a lot of conditioning? Yes, Lori. So I started the JMT in September. So unlike the PCT, I think I did one training hike. Yeah. I think I did one or two training hikes. I did like 10 hikes, 10 backpacking trips the summer before I did the John Muir Trail. I was in great shape. And I was going to the gym all the time. I was in much better shape to do the JMT than I did the PCT. And that might be part of the reason I was so miserable most of the time on the PCT. Also older. So, King David from CNY, from the Northeast somewhere. I can't remember where. Maine. Phoenix, you just described what I'm imagining the first night on the road. I'm planning either a tiny home or a Class C. Yeah, that's what it's like. I did Nobo on the JMT. I started at Cottonwood Pass, right? Was it Cottonwood Pass? 22. I started 22 miles south of Mount Whitney out of Lone Pine. So it ended up being 256 miles. So really interesting. My JMT hike was 256 miles in 26 days. 4 years later, my PCT hike was 56 days, 576 miles. So 26 days, 56 days, 276 miles, 576 miles. So weird, huh? So yeah, I did 576 miles in 56 days on the PCT 2 years ago. Lisa, thank you for the $9.99 super chats. Thank you. Just hit the X, go to the like button. Okay, Five Finger Lake region. Yeah, the Finger Lakes. Yes. Cheryl, Yes, also you can shop Amazon. If you go to Amazon and shop, you can also support my channel there. You guys are awesome. Wow, thank you. Lori, great job on both hikes. Thanks for the info. You are very welcome. Yes, Hissy Kitty, has I been to Hawaii? Yes. I have been to Hawaii. Mimi, thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it very, very much. Edie, yes, you have ordered so many bags. It's good coffee. It's really good coffee. And he hand roasts it. So when you order it, he roasts it and then he sends it out and he gets it out super fast. The Olympic rainforest. Yeah, I look forward to doing that too. I know. Yeah, this summer. So I started the PCT June. I was supposed to start June 11th, but the snow, it was a heavy snow year. So I think I put it off 2 weeks. I think it was. I put it off. So I started in June and I ended in September, right? July, August, September. No, I don't remember. June. Oh, maybe no, June. Oh, did I end in August? Yeah, I only did 56 days. I wanted to do all 1,000 miles. I was going to go up to Canada and touch the northern terminus on the Canadian border. And then the goal was to turn around and hike back 30 more miles and exit, because I didn't want to exit in Canada because the logistics of that were too complicated. So I was going to exit in the United States. My friend was going to pick me up and drive me back to my rig. But I ended just north of the Washington border instead at 56 days. All right. Have I ever felt an earthquake on my travels? No. Nope. Haven't felt an earthquake since I left California. Have you ever traveled to the Grand Canyon? Yes. A couple times. Do I drink tea? No. Not really. I have tea, but and I would love it, but I can't drink anything at night before I go to bed or I'll be up all night. So, Corpus Christi, you'll be here for 3 months. Oh, wow. Shooting question. Rhonda wants to know, do you use a GoPro shooting from your vehicle? Sometimes, yes. Got to tell you, though, it's my least favorite. I hate using GoPro footage. It's so hard to edit. It's yeah, the GoPro driving footage, because there's so much of it. Yeah. I don't like it. Yeah. Emily wants to know, yes, I do offer consulting. I don't know what you asked. I offer consulting both for starting a YouTube channel and RV life. So you can schedule one-on-one time with me. There's a consulting page on my website, or you can email me if you want to know about consulting for one-on-one coaching and consulting. Clara, you are very brave and confident. Were you ever scared at night alone in the beginning? Not in my RV. I've told stories before about my first few nights by the time I moved into the RV, I had already backpacked hundreds of miles, maybe thousands, hundreds of miles probably, and spent more than probably 40 nights alone in a tent in the middle of nowhere. So by the time I moved into an RV, I wasn't scared about being alone. So no, I'm not. If you were to take food for hikers on PCT, where would be a good spot to do that? I don't remember. If you were to take food for hikers on the PCT. So if you look at my PCT videos, there were some trail angels that I don't even remember where it was. Someplace in Washington. No. Yeah, because it was right before I got off the trail. Some trail angels set up. There's some trail angel. I would look at a PCT trail angel Facebook group and figure out the best places to go. Supply towns aren't good because they're already resupplying. You kind of have to study the PCT and know where you can go. I'm trying to think of where some of the trail magic was. All the trail magic was always where, of course, a forest road crosses the trail. And yeah, so you would have to study the trail, and then you would have to look at a map to figure out where the forest roads cross the trail. And especially on the PCT, some of the best trail magic I found were the places where there were long stretches without water. And finding water was a godsend, because if you don't have water, you gotta, if there's long stretches, that means you gotta carry a lot of water, and water is really heavy. So if you can find you gut hooks, get PCT gut hooks app, and you can find out where the long stretches are without water. And if you want to leave water, there was one place in Oregon that crossed a main road where there were trailhead parking. That's where you would want to go. Trailheads. Go to trailheads. And you can find the PCT trailheads all through the PCT. And one place they actually left a ton of water, and they left it inside the bear boxes, the bear bins. So yeah. Texas Lady, thanks for sharing your story and your videos. Thank you, Texas Lady. I appreciate the super chat and the appreciation. Thank you. Would you take Sadie for safety on my next big hike? I don't know what that means. I don't need safety. I've done thousands of miles by myself, so I'm not sure what that means. Jay Martin, have you seen Bigfoot on the PCT? Nope. Do I regret leaving the corporate world? Absolutely not. I was actually never part of the corporate world. I never worked for a corporation. I always worked for small companies that worked for big companies, though. So they felt corporate. They were small businesses, like the one that I was at right before the Great Recession hit, and I started my own business. I was there for, I don't even know, 4 years, 5 years. And they, like, I think the most they ever had was like 60 or 7 employees. But our clients were like Dryers, Nestle, Costco. So it felt very corporate in a lot of ways. I always avoided corporate. I never wanted to do the corporate thing. Yeah, the PCT Association would be helpful for trail angels. Yes. Yeah, you remember Uncle Mo, you remember those trail angels. Oh my God, they were awesome. That the group of guys, I couldn't believe the spread they had. But literally some of the best trail magic was the water. I remember a couple long stretches without water. So it was really nice to come upon. I remember the one, I think I videoed it. The one in the bear boxes that was a trailhead, and they left dozens of 2-gallon things of water. So that was really nice. Is your book about YouTube marketing still available? Yes, it is. If you look in the video description of any video, there's a link on Amazon. Do you see satellite, space station? Yes, I see both. Thank you for hanging out, Carol. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. All right, I'm fading, so I'm gonna have to go. Any burning questions before I go? Janice, thank you. Planning to start van life in 2022. Good for you. That's awesome. Hi, Deborah. I'll take 1 or 2 more burning questions if you have them. Otherwise, I need to go. I'm fading. I want to go to bed. Hi, Christine from Alabama. All right, going once. Going twice. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Camper. Do I have any vlogs regarding van life? Yeah, not van life because I don't live in a van, but RV life. On my website, CarolynsRVLIFE.com, there are a few vlogs from before I started my channel. Once I started making videos, I stopped blogging, unfortunately. Oh, wait, did you say vlogs or blogs? Wait, what did you ask me? Thank you very, very much. Everyone, thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Edie. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Ralph, Gypsy, Cheryl. Thank you all. Everybody give our moderators a huge round of applause. You guys kicked butt just like you always do. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for the super chat. Every little bit helps keep me employed. That's right. It all keeps me employed. Thank you all so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I'll get you another travel video maybe sometime this week. All right. We'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Oh, let me give you a shot of Sadie before we go. Sadie, want to say hi? Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Can you see her? Oh, there she is. Oh, there she is. There she is. All right. You all see Sadie? Can you see Sadie? There she is. Oh, I know you all wanted Sadie. Say hi, Sadie. Say hi, friendlies. Say hi, friendlies. All right. Are you still there? Was that fun? Yeah, belly scratch. Exactly. All right, you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everything you do to support my channel. I'll see you next time. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. Oh, wait. Mwah. See you soon. Uh-oh. I don't know how to turn it off on this computer. Oh, I lost it. Oh, here we go. There we go. Bye.